Pedro, what is this?
I wanted to do the drums. Hey everybody, welcome to the Adafruit Show and Tell. This is the place where everybody shows off their awesome DIY electronics projects, but it doesn't have to be just electronics. It could be 3D printing or wearables or arts and crafts or even retro tech. We dig retro tech. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll give everybody like 2 minutes to go over your sweet projects. I'm going to start off with Kevin from DigiKey, who's got some awesome...
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey,
how you doing?
So I want to talk about something DigiKey just launched. Do you mind pulling my screen down just for a second? I'd like to show you the picture first.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So when you get cut tape strips from DigiKey or from any manufacturer, this is what it looks like. You have no idea what's on this strip except little tiny resistors, capacitors, diodes, whatever it is. But now DigiKey just started launching this on Monday. It's a free service that is just a part of the strip, and it's going to display all this information on you. It's going to print on here. It's going to print the lot number, the date code, the manufacturer, and then you can also incorporate, I know it's a little blurry, so I apologize for that, but you can also incorporate different things like whether it's your invoice number or your PO number. You can personalize it, and then you get a really cute little DigiKey logo on there. And I do have the page pulled up, and this page is just a little more information about it. This is just a resource page about part tracing. What is it? What does it affect? And how can I get it added onto my parts? Which there's nothing really you need to do, except if you want to personalize it in your checkout screen, you will have the opportunity to personalize some of these cut tape. We don't have this available for all 8mm parts at this point, but we are continually working hard to build this up and get more and more and more incorporated into this. If any of you have cut tape strips at home, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Once you lose the bag for it, you're in trouble. But now with this, we have a good option for that. You can keep these parts around for a long time, and you can reorder them. You know what it is. We're really excited about it. I hope you guys are too.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's awesome. We were discussing too, you could maybe add like custom glyphs or something if you have that in your part number.
Yeah, so it's going to display things like the DigiKey part number, the manufacturer part number, and then like if you add something to your invoice number or your purchase order number, it's going to display that on there as well. So awesome. You could get creative with this if you really want to.
Yeah. No, this is really great, especially with like custom PID numbers. I know they do that a lot in the office, so it's going to be great.
Cool. Yeah, and you know how small some of these 0402 parts get. You don't even know if it's a resistor or capacitor unless you get in there and try to test it.
Oh yeah.
But we have this on here, and this should hopefully help. Like this one is a SMD resistor 4.7K at 1%.
Oh, wow. So
very cool.
All right.
Awesome. We're really excited about this. If anybody wants to see it, the website is digikey.com/part-tracing.
Excellent.
Cool. So check it out.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks so
Kevin.
much.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, guys.
All right. We'll check in with you
Happy
next
show and telling.
week. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Next up, we're going to check in with JP.
Hey, JP.
Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm
good.
Awesome. Great. I always like to check that because I have issues with my audio sometimes. So I wanted to show a couple things, actually. So I have been working with our very own Foamy Guy, community member Foamy Guy, on a sort of a Stream Deck alternate. I'm calling Touch Deck. It is a Feather NRF52. No, it's a Feather RP2040 and a 3.5-inch TFT Featherwing, Touch TFT Featherwing. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like right here. So this is the Featherwing and the feather inside of a little case that I designed and 3D printed. And Foamy Guy has helped me create some really nice software that allows us to create different buttons that are touch buttons that will send USB HID commands, consumer control codes, just type things out for you and so on. And one of the really neat things about it is that it does so with the concept of layers, similar to a Stream Deck. So I can click to a completely different layer set. This is some YouTube controls here. And that gives me things like play and pause, skip forward, go back to the previous one in a playlist. My favorite ones are going full screen, in and out of full screen, as well as increasing the speed of a video, kind of jumping it up in those 25% increments. And then if we take a look at this Discord set that I have here, I'm going to go ahead and show an overlay of my Discord. Let me move some stuff so you can see a little better. So if you watch my Discord right now, if I want to type in any of the Adafruit emojis, I can just touch a button and bam, it put it up there for me. And so I'm going to be like the fastest gun in the West for typing in Adafruit emojis now, because I have them laid out right here on my keyboard. What you might notice, in fact, when I'm pressing these buttons, if you look at that overlay of the Discord, it's going to type something out real quick. You can kind of just detect colon, Minerva, colon actually gets typed out real fast when I do this. It's there it goes. You kind of saw that real briefly. And that's what makes this possible with the, pretty much with all of these are just USB either HID keys, keystrokes, or key combos being set, or using the layout section of the CircuitPython HID, we can type in full phrases that are in quotes and hit return on them. So this is coming along. I've been developing these icons for them, and we've got a really nice config file that allows you to change what these buttons do and add your own. You can see I've got kind of a test one here that's just some blanks, and we're going to be working on speeding it up. So I've actually got some fairly large icon sizes. I haven't indexed them yet, so the file size will go down about a third of the size, and we might get them loading much quicker. And Foamy Guy has some ideas on that. So that's my project. Come on tomorrow to take a look at some of that, some of how I built the thing and the case. I have some further explorations there, and I'll also be introing a new project that involves that gizmo right there, which is that. Pull this out of the way. Which is that Raspberry Pi 400 and my little DAC controller board. And it's, let me get my hands out of the way, and it's going to involve a synthesizer of sorts. So tune in tomorrow to my show to check that out.
Excellent.
So cool.
Yes.
Excellent, JP.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Next up, we're going to check in with Jeff. You want to get ready? Here we go.
Hello,
Jeff.
y'all.
Hey.
So I had a guide go live in the Adafruit Learn system last week showing how to do circuit sculpture. So this is a really basic one on a gemma. And when you touch it, the LED cycles through the colors. So I've been playing with circuit sculpture for about 2 months now. And I like the way that it kind of makes your circuits bigger and more real. So here's another one that I've done. I may have shown this on Show and Tell. Kind of an arch theme with neopixels. And then maybe sometime in the future, we'll do a more complicated guide on this guy, which is kind of the most complicated thing I've done. But check out the guide if you're interested in kind of creating these 3D extensions of circuits. They can do things. They can just be art. And after a while, you start to pick up on the techniques and get better at doing it. Because, you know, just from here where everything's a little bit wonky to here where the shapes are really what I intended. It's been fun growing, and you know, if you want to come along with me,
Really?
Yeah, it would be fun to have you.
How cool. Yeah, definitely check out the guide, everyone. It's awesome. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Have a good one.
Inspired. You too.
Thanks.
All right. Next up, we're going to check in with Scott.
Scott, I think you have an unboxing, right?
Hello, I do.
Hey.
So I got a package today, and I got the goodie bag for the Open Hardware Summit as of last year that was canceled right as the pandemic started. I know these were trapped in like somebody's office at NYU for a while. So I was super happy to see them. I didn't realize they had actually gotten them out of the office and had sent them out. And the thing I was most excited about what actually comes in this SparkFun box, because they sponsored it and built it. But it's a watch that let's see, Alex. It says on the watch. So there's the front side of it, and it's designed by Alex, Camillo, and Michael Welling. So congrats to them. But I believe it's running CircuitPython, which is super neat. I haven't actually plugged it in yet, but there's also this back. So I think I'm supposed to assemble one on top of the other, and then there's these slots in the back for a watch band. And they're the sponsors. So thank you to all those folks for helping put those together. And they actually do come in the box with some standoffs and a screwdriver for it as well. So I'm about to start working on BLE sorts of stuff in CircuitPython again, so I'm very excited to see this. Have a watch that you can have on your wrist and program from your phone is the goal, the long-term goal, or hopefully the goal this year.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But,
And did it come with a watch band?
No.
Oh.
Although, it might have. I haven't looked through the whole bag.
Oh, okay.
So it might have. I haven't. Yeah,
Oh,
there's lots of.
What else is in there?
I don't know.
I was gonna
Let's
say
see.
maybe.
I don't know how many more people you have, but
Okay,
yeah.
maybe we'll save it. We'll do it as a cliffhanger. Oh, that's a cool hoodie.
No.
got a hoodie or a hat, and it's like lined, which is nice. Another getting to Blinky sort of thing with After Dark from Osh Park.
Oh.
Let me just see here if there's a brain.
Brain?
Open BCI.
Like a squishy
Is it
brain.
squishy?
Oh, it's stressful.
Yeah, it's squishy. I don't know. I don't see a watch band.
Oh,
There's like a make.
You could just like a cutting of the bag. Maybe you can.
oh, that would work.
Yeah, I could use the bag for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff. There's a ruler.
Is that a? Oh, okay.
Hey, nice.
Hey, that's pretty
It's like it's metal, which is nice.
cool. Yeah.
Nice.
It's for Pinocchio, I guess.
Yeah.
They do laser cutting, so this is
Ah,
probably
it's a good,
Mhm.
nice service. Yeah.
must be from them. DigiKey, like notebook.
Old
Nice.
notebook.
Save the rest for maybe your stream on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see. I got some other stuff to show on Friday as well.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. All right.
But yeah, stickers and stuff. That looks about it. I don't have to show it all off. I think the thing that runs CircuitPython is definitely the thing that's most
For sure.
interesting to
Yeah.
me.
Totally.
But it's cool to finally get my hands on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Long-awaited.
Thanks for sharing.
All right.
Thanks
Thanks,
for
Scott.
letting me.
Yeah. Of course.
Cheers.
Bye. All right. Next up, we're going to check in with Brent.
Brent's got some whippersnapper news.
Hello.
Hey guys,
Hey.
you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Because OBS just decided to crash everything,
No. Ah.
but it's back. So I'll share my OBS window because the virtual camera decided not to work anymore. You can see that, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So Whippersnapper is something that we've, like the Adafruit IO team has been working on. So this is like a staging server. So we're not out, like this feature hasn't been pushed to anything yet. So if you click on Whippersnapper at the top, you can see boards that
Nice.
you've previously connected to. So a bunch of different types of boards, Metro, M4. So all of these are internet capable boards except for the MCP, which I use to test locally. But I have a Pi portal over here, and I'll briefly show you what getting to blink looks like. So I connected it over power. I have to add like a status LED, but to the firmware, but it connects to Adafruit IO, and it checks in with it. And when it finishes checking in, it will do a drop down.
Awesome.
So it doesn't matter which board you put this firmware on, it will automatically tell Adafruit IO, hey, I have a Pi portal.
Wow.
So we'll call it show and tell. And then on the device page, it will give like a little window. It'll take you to the learn guide for this device. You can also add a new component, and we haven't fully fleshed this out yet. Digital input is next, so this button is not ready yet, and that's probably what I'll show next time. But for output, we can grab an LED. So this drop down, if you're checking, like if you checked in like a Feather M4 or something, it would show all of the pinouts for the Feather M4.
Wow.
And since this is a Pi portal, it only shows the pinouts for the Pi portal. So if we select the 13 LED, we create a component, it'll automatically show up, and we can turn the component from here on and off.
Yes.
And
Wow.
that's done over MQTT. So this is all done over Adafruit IO. And it also creates a new feed for the component. So like this builds on top of Adafruit IO. So once sensors are working on this, it's going to be really, really powerful. But this is the first step to getting there.
Wow. Amazing. It's like plug and play configuration of most boards.
Yeah, no code.
Wow.
That's the main thing.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I
and-
cannot wait for this one. Holy crap.
Yeah, I can't
That's
wait
awesome.
either.
All right.
All right,
Well
that's all
done.
I have to show.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
definitely
we
come
can't wait
back
to
with
see
more
more.
updates.
Yes, yes.
And if you started doing like a developer notes on YouTube too, so definitely watch out for the blog posts. So when those come out, or subscribe to the YouTube channel, you can see when all of those are uploaded. Super awesome. Thanks, Brent.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
All right. All right, Brent. All right. Next up, we're going to check in with Micha. All right. Hello,
Hey,
Micha.
Oh, your microphone.
Hi, so sorry about that.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So I've been working on a project for my sister's birthday. She turned 16 today.
Cool.
So
Happy birthday.
it's gone through several completely different ideas and iterations. So the first one was maybe I would do something with a matrix portal or something.
Oh.
Could have been cool, but matrix portals are always out of stock. And second one was maybe I could do like some mood lighting with neopixels, but that was kind of going to get complicated just to have like little individual units everywhere.
Oh.
So I ended up and I'm in her room right now. So I ended up deciding on this.
Oh, like
That's
a
awesome.
skylight, right? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called?
This is called Project Constellation.
Wow.
So the central V
cool.
shape is actually the constellation Pisces. So sorry, it's not centered.
It's okay.
And that's her zodiac sign. So and there's 16 stars in the background, so it's symbolic, and I managed to get it working with the standalone RF latching receiver.
Ah,
So
okay.
I've got this little key fob,
Sweet.
and pretty much everything is from Adafruit, and my mom helped me solder a lot of it because
Nice.
there was a lot of careful SMD soldering.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
hey.
Those little lights were hard to solder. They were tricky.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, they're the button PCB neopixels, and
Oh, okay.
Little
and
pads.
they would have been easy if we'd used stranded wire.
Oh.
For the next one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, well
No,
done. That is very awesome.
No, it's excellent.
It's always the best one to make something for someone, and even better with like your friends or family members. It's
Mhm.
always
Nah,
awesome.
you just inspired me to want to do one in my son's room. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for sharing, Micah.
All right.
All
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, bye. Okay, next up, we're going to check in with Mark Gambler. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hi. So this is just a start of a project. I've had a problem of a lot of delivery drivers end up driving right past my house where
Oh,
my house
no.
numbers are
Ah.
situated. You don't see them until you're past, which becomes a problem. So I've decided I wanted to put light up numbers on my house. So I've just started and 3D printed just a sort of model of it so far. I just found it's a lot easier when you can actually start holding something to see how you want to flesh out the design from there.
Yeah. Even with the... Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yeah. Which is the best part about 3D printing is it matter of minutes, or a couple hours, you have something you can start looking at and seeing how it's going to look like in the real world. So the idea will be to fill it with neopixels. I'm not quite sure what to drive it with yet. I keep wondering if I should make it Wi-Fi enabled just because I can, but or just use a QT Py or one of the new RP2040 feathers. But I've got the next 2 weeks off, so now I've got something to occupy my time at least.
Sweet.
Yeah. No, what I was going to say is that even if you have all your measurements and like you have like a tape measure and you're like, okay, it's this big, you print it out. There's always like, the crevices or like where the two curves. It's like, oh, I didn't think about fitting it here or, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely printing out even when, you have all your measurements, you'll still figure out like some changes you have to do for it. So yeah.
Yeah. Real life
Definitely
always seems to
handy.
get in the way.
Yep. Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, thanks for sharing.
So,
come
come
back
on
with
next week
the
for
progress.
Yeah.
Will do.
Excellent. Thanks, Mark. Bye. Okay, next up, we're going to check in with Michael. All right. Hello, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Awesome. So yeah, I have been working on this crazy project starting in October of last year, and it uses this Iridium RockBLOCK modem, and I'm trying to make a satellite phone, like just a messenger. and it's been crazy. So let me show you some of the photos of like what it looked like about a week ago. And that's the insides of it. It's a little bit crazy. I had to redo all this though. So this is what it looks like right now. It's this was the original revision 2. That's what you guys saw on the images. I designed these files on Tinkercad, like using Tinkercad. And then, yeah, so basically the problem that it had was with the screen originally. I was using this like transparent OLED from SparkFun, and I had it like angled like this, and that put a lot of stress on the ribbon. So I had to redesign it. So last night I actually redesigned this little like retainer thing for it, so it won't mess that thing up. And this entire project's being powered off the Stemma Cutie Pie with a the backpack charging thing, and then a boost converter and all that stuff. So,
oh, great job!
Yeah, that's
Let
awesome.
me come back on the progress. It's definitely where I am right now, where I have to rewire everything.
Yeah. That's all right.
Thanks for sharing, Michael.
All right, thank you. All right, next up, we're going to check in with Moheeb. All right.
Hey,
Moheeb.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
perfect.
you're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, good to see y'all. First
Good
off,
to see
I
you
want to say
too.
props to everybody's projects so far. Those are really rad.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I've been hacking with a couple of different things lately. I've gotten obsessed with automatones.
Yes.
Blaming my friend Chloe on this one. If you've ever seen these, they're
Is that
really
the-
annoying, but fun.
Oh, freaking cool.
Yeah, and so yeah, it started off with 1, and then I'm at 4 now. So I got this one. There was a smaller one. I wanted to take it apart, and I found that I was curious, like how much smarts are going on in here, and it is just like the base circuit is just takes the slide value, the resistance, and pumps it through the little speaker. So I started off trying to run it with an Arduino and using this like a Max 98357 a amp, I2S amp, but like it's tricky to do any sort of live synthesis with I2S. The code's a little more tricky than I like, so that evolved into just making it, okay, I'll just make it run a buzzer, taking the direct value. Then that evolved into turning it into a MIDI controller, so actually...
I was going to say, it always leads to MIDI.
Right. It's really hard to do it in a way that's not haunting. So that one turned into a MIDI controller, and then I ordered a deluxe. I ordered a deluxe in black first, and it came messed up. Like this is actually, you can see the slide sensor that's inside that goes normally in the neck here. So it's pretty cool. It's got layers of like dielectric and whatnot. But then it was just stuck floating. Like the top value was constantly playing. So I opened it up, and I think subconsciously I wanted to have one that I could tear apart and get a second one, so I shorted it and made it worse by mistake, so I just gutted it all. So for this one, this is like the body of it when you take the mask off. I've cut some space in there so I can put in a Raspberry Pi Zero with the speaker hat from Pi Maroni. So I'm gonna turn this into a like a live synth with Sonic Pi running on board, so I can remotely change the scripts and take the value.
Okay.
And then then I have the large one still. I've also been doing a lot. So I now work for Soracom IO or Soracom IoT. So like the cellular IoT platform. So one of my recent projects that I've been hacking with is taking the Jetson Nano, the 2 GB version with the Waveshare JetBot platform, and connecting it with the Soracom Onyx USB modem. So I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with that yet, but it's kind of great. Like I can directly in the Jupyter notebooks write a Python script that sends messages out to Soracom. So I'm going to try to do some, like if it detects like a cat or something, it lets me know where the cat is. And if it's all right if I share my screen, I don't want to take up too much time.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you got like 6 minutes.
Well, you get like
but-
a minute.
Yeah.
I was like,
Actually, let's go ahead and save it for like next week.
Next week?
Then. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Just to give everybody
I
else
just wanted
time.
to share that
Yeah.
I published a new Hackster guide on how to use
Oh,
some of
okay.
our stuff.
Excellent.
So
Sweet.
if anybody's interested, my handle's right there, and I have everything
Awesome.
linked online.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
thanks.
Please post a link.
All right.
Thanks, Moheeb.
Thanks, Moheeb.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Sweet. Next up, we're going to check in with Andrew. If you want to take maybe 3 minutes, we can get through everybody. Here we go. Andrew.
Hello.
Andrew.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I got a quick demo here. What I want to show off is the Mighty Ohm Geiger kit. It's the in the shop. It's a do-it-yourself Geiger counter. Got it muted right now. Ticks off. Just normal radiation. I've hooked up the FTDI cable and been streaming some stuff. Interesting find, however. I'm also a photographer, and I discovered that one of my lenses is not very safe. So in this quick demonstration, I'll show you the Super Tacomer. It's kind of nuts.
Oh, holy crap! What lens is that?
That's the Super Tacomer. Oh, sorry, where am I? The back of the lens is super hot.
Holy crap!
It's like over 1,000 millisieverts per hour. It's considered dangerous, and I'm going to get rid of the lens. But anyway, I was just happy to know that this thing is not going to be under my bed or near my family.
Wow, makes me want to get one to check all our
we will
lenses.
do
Holy
that.
crap!
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing that. What?
no problem. It's
PSA,
the 10-year anniversary of the Fukushima, and I just thought maybe to do some environmental sensing, but turns out, yeah, you can use it for other things. But anyway, fun demo. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much for sharing.
The more you know. Here we go.
Yeah,
Yes.
for
Thanks so
sure.
much.
Safety first.
Yes.
Yes.
And second and third, I think. All right.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna end the show with Liz. If let's
Play
get
us out,
Liz.
Liz.
In. You got the
Hey,
you got
Liz.
the floor.
Hey.
How's it going? So last week I was talking about working on the Sailor Moon locket prop. So right now I'm working on the case in CAD. And before printing out like the whole thing, I like to print out like little test prints.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be having a little like button inserts to actuate the buttons from the back. So I did a test print to show that it could hit the buttons on Circuit Playground Express.
Awesome.
And then the other one was circular snap bits. I referenced layer by layer.
Yay.
Making sure that will work. And this part will actually go on top here, and then there's a dome that covers up to make this look like a circle. So that's what I've been working on.
Awesome.
Sweet. Yeah, I love the shape for the little button pressers.
Mm-hmm.
Those little reliefs.
Yeah,
really
that
nice.
was
Yeah.
fun. Definitely want to play with that more in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Very
All
cool.
right,
Thanks so
excellent.
much.
Yeah. All right. I think that's gonna do it for the show.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Shout
Thanks,
out
Liz.
to everybody who showed off all those awesome projects. Yeah, but don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We have Ask an Engineer coming up in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Bye, folks.
Thanks for joining.
Adios.
See you next week.